up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha Show. Shout out to my YouTube, my podcast fam who've been listening and supporting what has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 20 or more plus shows. And be part of my podcast fam, or about to be part of my podcast fam, and you want to find out about this YouTube channel, go ahead and put Tasha C TV in the YouTube search, and vice versa if you're listening on the YouTube, and also or part of my YouTube family are about to be the same thing, vice versa. Just look in the description box, and it should be showing the description in the description the podcast platform, which includes Speaker, but also check because also with Pod Chaser, they don't have an app yet for their site. So I will let you know in the future. Excuse me, y'all. But anyways, this is day 5 of my February of Our Kings and Queens Next Door. So this is volume 5. If y'all have listened to my other podcasts, today was going to be, I record kind of later and upload it kind of later on the day because I had a doctor's appointment earlier this morning. And y'all, I'm sounding like I have not had any sleep in the nap, but sometimes, like I said, you know how sometimes it seems like for some folks or some of us, a nap kind of doesn't help or seem like it makes you more sleepy or didn't do nothing. So anyway, y'all, excuse me. But anyway, y'all, I forgot to mention yesterday. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, but it also was the legend Rosa Parks' birthday as well. So happy belated birthday. She's not going to hear me though, but that is still her B-day. You know what I mean? So anyway, of course, we're going to first go to Instagram. Like I said, with this particular podcast, I may only do it only one time, where I'm basically just going through such as Instagram and the websites in order to look, like I said, see maybe Black History Facts made from the past, presents, maybe some of the stuff we already know. Maybe we might find some more gems. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. So there's a couple of them I have today that I'm going to start on Instagram at first instead of going to the websites, because I really try to get these down at least about 20 minutes or 20 minutes or less. Okay, so on Octavia Spencer, which is a wonderful actress, she had for Celebrate History Month, she's reposting about this, like I said, another Black History Month legend. Okay, it's a Black History site. Let me go ahead and like this, get some more gems later on. Okay, Peggy Joan Maxey was the first Black American elected to public office in Washington State. She served as Washington State's Representative Position 2 in the 37th Legislative District in Seattle from 1971 through 1982. One of her first tasks as a legislator was to preserve the district that elected her. The 37th was in danger of disappearing under potential redistricting plan, and a lawsuit over redistricting was underway. Maxey filed an affidavit to assert that her district, the Seattle's mostly blackly central area, had been undercounted. In 1973, Maxey was the prime sponsor of the House version of a bill that became the Landlord-Tenant Act of Washington State. The law established landlord responsibilities such as maintenance and notification before entry into a tenant's unit. Maxey twice chaired the Higher Education Committee and hereby sponsored several education bills, including one that funded a new building for the University of Washington School of Social Work. Oh, okay. She also sponsored a bill that brought the first driver's license testing facility to the central area. Maxey was acknowledged by the University of Washington in 1981 for her community workshops on participatory democracy, which she considers one of her best accomplishments in office. Maxey's legislative career ended after she was defeated in the Democratic primary by Larry Locke in 1982. So let me just hear, and that's here one of the facts. I'm sorry, y'all. There's notifications. Okay, the notifications click because I'm using my cell phone to make these podcasts. Not everybody may listen to this podcast, may not listen to the other podcasts and so forth. So anyway, y'all, here's another Black History moment from the Instagram page AADP Inc. Okay, and this is about the Greenwood District. It's a community located in Ohio State. which houses a large cross section of black businesses in the early 1900s. During the 1800s, an increasing amount of economic opportunities arose across the country by the means of land ownership as well as participating in mining and oil industries. Many African Americans moved to Oklahoma in hopes of obtaining these opportunities while escaping racial persecution. They purchased undeveloped land in Tulsa and built black-owned housing properties along with local stores. As the African American population increased by the thousands, these people expanded their entrepreneurial efforts. They created a self-sufficient community as they built schools, churches, medical office, land offices, housing properties, theaters, libraries, banks, commercial stores, and much more. This community of 10,000 African Americans thrive middle to upper class lives as the dollar circulated at least 1 year before leaving the community. In 1921, this community was destroyed due to a sexual assault accusation that triggered the deadly race riot, commonly referred to as the Tulsa Race Massacre. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Hope we can have like this again, but not have it where it's folded. Ooh, truly, what is it? Fantastic Fanta. Read Wretched Up the Earth. Y'all got a chance to. Definitely a book like about basically destroying a community and village and the ways and tactics, and that's just horrible. Okay, but anyway, okay, on an Instagram page that Hair Natural loves. Okay, here's another fact. Okay, more information. Actually, y'all, this is for the ladies, or also to say if you are, there are also some trans men who also have menstrual cycles, okay, or non-binary people, okay, some non-binary people, okay. The sanitary pad was developed by a black woman named Mary Detrice Davison Kenner. Okay, let's get into some information about that. The sanitary pad was developed by a black woman called Mary Patrice Davison Kenner of Monroe, North Carolina. Until sanitary pads were created, women used all kinds of reusable fabrics to absorb menstrual flows. Mary's invention was initially rejected. The first company showed interest, rejected it because of racial discrimination. The world had no choice. Her invention was too important to be ignored. You damn right. It was later accepted in 1956, 30 years later. She received 5 patents for her household and other personal items creations. One of her inventions is the bathroom tissue holder, which she co-invented with her sister. The patent number was US 4354643, dated October 1882. Now, I never knew that, too. I mean, see, we've been in a lot of stuff, didn't we? Because I always did think about it like, how the heck did, never mind. I know this is a funny fact, whatever, a college came up, but I didn't know this at all. I didn't know Allen Iverson, the legend, used, playing basketball and stuff like that, Why I didn't know, like, during the games, Allen Iverson getting his hair braided by his mother in the middle of an NBA game. Lord Jesus. Anyway, I would like to say this would have been Trayvon Martin's 25th birthday, the late Trayvon Martin. Of course, sadly, Trayvon was only 17 years old when he was killed by the clown ban, and y'all look up what that means, because I'm trying to reduce cussing on this particular podcast. Clown, sorry, trash bag George Zimmerman, because he looks suspicious wearing a hoodie. Oh gosh. Okay. Now here's another little mini story. Media Blackout USA. Clara B. Williams. College professor, Kirby Williams, on her. College professors did not allow her inside the classroom because she was black, but that didn't stop her. She took notes from the hallway standing up. That's pure dedication right there. She eventually graduated at the age of 51 and lived to 108 years old and saw 3 sons become doctors. Bang, bang, bang. That is just great. Just phenomenal. Okay. Now, also shout out for Really Bees TV. I'll go follow the channel. This also is a extended thing about that. Remember, I talked about, I think, in the first podcast with this series, limited series that I'm doing, that it was, the Green Sparrow sit-ins. Okay, here's an article that has found. Okay, how many minutes I got so far? Okay. Bennett College students played a key role in the Green Sparrow sit-ins. Greensboro, North Carolina. On February 1st, 1964, African-American students from North Carolina A&T University sat down at the whites-only lunch counter in Greensboro, were denied service, but refused to leave until closing. Today, we know them as the Greensboro Four. But what you might not know is that the next day, students from the Bennett College, an extraordinary black college for women, joined them. Yeah, I honestly didn't know that. These students are known as Bennett Bells. Related, more stories hidden from the North Carolina Hidden Special. The sit-ins grabbed national headlines, eventually led to the desegregation of lunch counters at Woolworth stores. The two former Bennett College students who were a part of the Greensboro sit-ins explained how it all happened during a meeting at the old Woolworth lunch counter, now part of the International Civil Rights Center and Museum. When you had to go inside and pull the shades until the Ku Klux Klan finished going through. Living under the laws of Jim Crow, you didn't have a choice, said Emma Washington, an alumnus of Bennett College. Bennett College students Emma Washington and Dr. Linda Dare were going to be heard. They, along two other Bennett Bells and NC A&T students, collaborated to put a stop to segregation. People were very much socially aware that things were moving in the country, Brown said. The students from AT&T, including the Greensboro Four, attended the NAACP student chapter meetings at Bennett College, and it was there that in the fall of 1959 that they formulated their plan. We were not stupid about what we were doing. Young, yes, and probably not as scared as we should have been, Brown said. But they knew the sit-ins had to be done. I had ridden the back of the bus. I had gone downtown for whites and color for white and color fountains, Washington said. The talk of their planned sit-in spread throughout the campuses, and on February 1st, 1960, the four African-American students from A&T sat down at the whites-only lunch counter. Bennett Bells were spotters watching from the store. The next day, Bennett students also sat in. Brown went the third day, and it was a knee-jerk decision, Brown said. Someone said to me, we're going to do it. Okay. It doesn't fit. That's runoff, but yeah, it's okay. It was a news article. I don't know exactly where why she got it from Rodney Overton. Okay, but definitely wanted to go into that. All right. Now, interesting enough, I got this because I've been following her from Portia Williams from Real Housewife of Atlanta, that we know her from. Now, her grandfather is known as, of course, civil rights leader Hosea Williams, and she says she loves this, so she's got this article. She even has a picture actually on the site where she's actually her grandfather's arms. Okay, but it's a little bit of information, but I feel it's a gem. Hosea Williams, African-American civil rights leader and politician, was born January 5th, 1926, Appalachia, Georgia, and died November the 16th, 2000, Atlanta, Georgia. Was a major figure in the struggle against segregation and served with Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. as organizer and advance man. He helped lead such demonstrations as the Bloody Sunday March in Selma, Alabama in 1965, during which marches seeking voting rights for African Americans were tear gassed and brutally beaten. And he was present when King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee in 1968. That's just, like I said, a quick comment. Okay. Here's an on Roxanne Shante, and go look up that, like a legend in the rap game. She's still here, whatever. And, there was also a movie kind of based on during her teenage year as, Roxanne or I'm Roxanne. Really, I hope she makes that. I know this is random, but I mean, it's still Black History. But it'll be dope if she actually makes it to a memoir so she can go in more details. It was a good movie, but it was like, one of those things like it should have been like a miniseries or something like that. Because it kind of like, okay, we seen some of the stuff, but it kind of still needed more details. So, but like I said, on her page, she talked about, okay, Black History Moment too. So let's get into that. New York's Black History. Madam Louise Scott Roundtree, entrepreneur, economic developer, minister, radio preacher, caregiver, hairstylist, cosmetologist, and an awesome mother and wife. Which was to many, but is known for building a beauty culture empire by training male and female students for over 30 years in the field of cosmetology to have a trade to build a career and or build or own their own. She had many businesses, but was also once the owner of one of the one-time most expensive homes built in the city of Newark, the Cooler Scott Mansion. She had many quotes, one being, "The only thing between you and success is you." I honor the legendary of my mother and celebrate Black history every day. Thanks to be with God with this one example we are capable of doing. I think this is Roger Shante. The way it's written and saying like that. What are capable of doing against all gods and God being with us. I don't know if that last part is Roger Shante or the legend of Madame Louise. Like I said, another gem as usual. Let me check to make sure. Okay, we're already 16 minutes in, and this is just Instagram stuff, y'all. Okay, now, this is the last one I'm getting on Instagram, and I'm probably going to go into, like, the couple of the facts, and like I said, finish. Like I said, this is just temporary. We still got some days to go, even though it's fast, and I know it's the 5th day, still, Anyway, now, on his Natural Hair Loves page, it's Dr. Shirley Jackson invented the technology responsible for the touch tone phone, call ID, and call away. Remember, you call somebody next time. Ain't this about something? Okay, so yeah, that was the last little quote. Last quote. So yeah, that was Black woman who created all that stuff. So we have this extra technology on the phones and stuff. Okay. So, anyways, let's get into a couple quotes. Let me just go into the pages. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm going to the web pages of where I usually get my Black History Month. Okay. Let's see here. 10. Okay. I think I was on 38. I'm on biggerography.com. Oh, I'm glad I somewhat remember where it's at, because last time it went right to that the last spot I was at. But okay, like I said, we're gonna go to back, so we're just gonna end this. Okay. Alright. Fact 38, I probably didn't dispute it again. Okay. No, I already had read that because I remember what's going on. Okay. Fact 40. Nancy Green, who was formerly a slave, was employed in the 1890s to promote the... Okay. You know what? I already read this. Okay. Now remember Buster. Okay. The strange fruit. Dang, okay, I thought I remembered. Well, sure did on that. Okay. Fact 46. Jesse Jackson successfully negotiated the release of Lieutenant Robert Goodman, an African pilot who had been taken and shot down over already taken in the Hajj in 1983. Okay. I actually already read that. Lord Jesus. Okay. Fact 49. Now, no. It's fact 51, because I already read about... Now I remember fact 50, which was the popular... Let's just repeat this, just in case y'all the first time listen. The popular colon line FUBU stands for Forest Bias. It was originally created by Damon John along with 3 other friends and was supported by fellow Queens native LL Cool J. Fact 51, Jack Johnson was the first African-American heavyweight champion, patent wrench in 1922. Okay, I know I said this before. Okay. Fact 52, after the success of Negro Digest, publisher John H. Johnson decided to create a magazine to showcase Black achievement while also looking at current issues affecting African Americans. The first issue of publication area sold Hour Man Hours. Oh gosh. Okay. I forget this stuff, I keep repeating stuff. Okay, forgive me, y'all. Okay, fact 53. The theme song for the groundbreaking African American soul Sanford song was composed by music great Quincy Jones. Fact 54. Before he became an NBA legend, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basket team. Okay, fact 55. Shaka Khan, dubbed the Queen of Funk Soul, is also known for singing the theme to the public television popular education program Reading Rainbow. Oh yes, y'all. Well, don't y'all remember Reading Rainbow? I want to start going on here, but that is a classic. Okay, I can do anything. Do do do. Prince to go. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all, but that show that is the they need to reboot that. Reboot that. Better get oh Lever. I hope I'm saying his name right, but get him to even do the song. They need to reboot Reading Rainbow. Okay, we need Reading Rainbow. Not yeah. Okay, fact 56. Alicia Keys was accepted at Columbia University in full scholarship, but decided to pursue a full-time music career instead. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop right here. And get to the facts. Hopefully, I remember this time because I wanted to. Okay, facts 57. Where I'm supposed to pick up back. I better write that down, or at least put in my phone. But anyway, hugs and loves, y'all. Take care. I hope you enjoyed again this mini podcast, and I will see y'all in the next volume 6 of the limited podcast series called Our Kings and Queens Next Door. And again, let's go the next day of another day in our Happy Black History Month. But we already know every day is a day to acknowledge Black history. Okay, every day. Anyway, hugs and loves, y'all. See y'all on the next one.